turning and tries to thread that pass, and my goodness, that's skied over. Oh my word, the beautiful...
Fufa players' secondary transfer window opened on January 1st and will close on 31st. For the last few years, the Federation of Uganda Football Association adopted FIFA's electronic players' transfer system in a bid to match international standards. Decolas, Kizza, the Deputy Executive Officer in Fufa, explains how the system works.
The club interested in acquiring the services of a player goes into the system, which is electronic, and expresses their interest to acquire the services of that player. The system will prompt the club according to the situation existing. Questions like, is the player on contract? Is he out of contract? Is he being registered the first time? So depending on the response that is given, this player will be required to be released by the club that has been using his services.
Apparently, the system is not accessible to individual players, especially for free agents. However, Kizza explains how the clubs interested in such players can contact them.
Since the player is a free agent, again the system will prompt you, that club which wants to use him, to ask whether he's being registered the first time. If he's not being registered the first time, evidence that where he was the last time the contract expired, or he had no contract, or there is a release from that contract, from that player, or there is a mutual contract termination agreement.
He says a few loopholes have been identified in the system, especially in the women category.
Some of them are students and they think the bursary is a footballing contract, which is not. So we have been advising the clubs to transform the bursary offered into a footballing contract, even if money has not exchanged hands.
Unlike previously, where all parties had to meet and sign paper agreements, Kizza says this system saves a lot of time and resources.
Everybody can do their business wherever they are. We do not have to converge in a central place for all of us to agree on a transaction. The requirements of the system are automatic. It is very easy for you to find the evidence because the system will require the applicant to upload a document.
However, the limited computer knowledge is still the major challenge as the system operates.
For example, it is very easy for a losing club to agree for the transfer of a player, but only do it in writing. That we released that player, but the system does not believe in the releasing of the player by paper.
Regina Naluja, NTV Sport.
Goodness, that's skied over.